setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. And looking at Joel Embiid, he has all the tools to be the game's next great center. He's raw, no doubt about that. And he'll have to overcome the injuries, but his combination of side speed, agility, practically unparalleled.
Curry outside. No good. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Cannon. He has 6. Okafor up top, covered by Bogut. 6 to shoot. Here's Cannon. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Hollis Thompson's checked in for Philadelphia. Warriors leading by 13. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Now Barnes. Pass to Green from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Regarding Joel Embiid, what makes him even that much more unique as a young 7-footer, excellent shot mechanics and a feathery touch. In college at Kansas, he shot Greg 63% from the floor. Many of those were face-up jumpers.
And as the season wore on, he became money at the free throw line as well. Those are the kinds of unique attributes that make him an extra scary prospect.
Now Smith, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Embiid the screen. Smith the pass to Okafor. Kicks it to Covington. Back to Okafor. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Smith with it. Knocked loose. Here's Livingston, rips down the breakaway slam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And the Warriors with some changes. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Philadelphia. Now, here is Smith. Here's Okafor, and the rejection by Iguodala. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Now, here is Smith. The dish to Okafor. 6 to shoot. Covington inside the line. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Covington's got 8 points. Warriors leading by 13. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact. Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yeah,
sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys. And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Spates. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Shaun Livingston.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Philadelphia with the ball. 15-point game. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and we're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Ian Clark. The 76ers also with a sub. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Stauskas.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
Man showing some terrific range. And that's now 30 points for Steph Curry.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Noel throws it down.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively. You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
The pass to Barbosa. That's going to be over and back. Not watching. For the line that time. "16 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Cannon, covered by Barbosa. Embiid the screen. Lets it go with a 3. No good there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 14. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from... And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The 76ers trail by 14. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. We've got Robert Covington, Joel Embiid out there with Okafor. Then it's Smith, and it's Cannon in a shooting guard.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And, you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can't allow, if you're the opponent, to have that guy continue to beat you in that manner on the backcourt. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Embiid the screen. Cannon kicks to Smith. Now the feed to Embiid. Okafor with the screen on Bogut. Just 5 to shoot. Embiid sets the pick for Smith. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Smith dishes to Okafor. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Timeout.
Smith's got his 5th assist in this one. The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the 3rd straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was, could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He wanted his guys to keep up the intensity, saying, if any of you think this game is over, you're wrong. We've got work to do. I don't want to see any letdown on the defensive end of the floor. Guys, let's watch how it plays out.
Thanks again, Doris. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And it's clear for the Sixers, the plan has been to continue to add good young players. Eventually, I think they'll be a force in the East. There's no guarantee, but they've got a plan, and they're sticking to it.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Soft touch off the glass. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach. A lot of teams that win a title often have a former #1 pick leading the way, or at least a top 3 NBA draft pick as their leader. So the 76ers are trying a shotgun approach to that, trying to get as many top 3 picks as they can, hoping one turns into the next superstar.
Embiid kicks to Smith. He dishes it to Okafor.
Good game for Okafor. He's got 14 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt. Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Smith kicks to Cannon. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 6 assists here tonight.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Curry can't get it to go.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And the dunk by Barnes.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And Embiid gets it to go.
Let's go.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
The 76ers trail by 10. Dishes to Smith. Here's Okafor. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Over in the corner, Barnes lets it go, and it's Golden State with another. Here's Smith. It's stolen by Curry.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Smith kicks to Okafor. Uncovered, and that one's good. Okafor's got